Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4, the Great Wars Canada. Let's continue on from we last left off. So the monarchists, they almost have it. They're at 48%. We're down to the last 1% now. Yes, and you guys, under Malcolm Mercer, the pink divisions, you will surround Newfoundland. Well, this is definitely Labrador, but don't worry about that too much. Mexico declared war in the Mexican Federation, which has caused some of the American troops to go down south. Because we want Mexico to win. We don't want the Mexican Federation to win. Even though I don't think they'd actually join our faction. It would be nice. Can I send you volunteers or anything? No, world tension's not high enough at the moment. You join, please join Purple Army. We have no more manpower right now, which is not great. Now we have some manpower. So your guys' job is, hey, invade Labrador. Take all this territory. But I mean, overall, we have like a, I mean, how many troops we got right now? 23? It's really not bad. And we're gonna get 1,000 free rifles in a moment, which I, of course, will take gladly. Land doctrine bonus is actually pretty good as well. Because you're at, well, 0.2. 50. You'll be done in 25 days. Is anything researched in 25 days? I don't believe so, so we'll save our points for now. Because once you hit 50%... well, this is more than 50%. Which can sometimes be a little bit misleading in Hearts of 4. It might mean 51%, it might mean 50.01%. Let's go for another land doctrine research. So. You have 50% now. So you're now technically over 50%, but it's not high enough. I think it does need to get to 51. So I probably could have taken another focus in this time. First flight against the Mediterranean. Oh no, there we go. So 50.1 maybe is enough for it to count. But a kingdom of our own. Who will be the King of Canada? I have no idea, actually, who the potential candidate would be. 339 days for use, a little bit expensive, so let's go for concentrated industry. We still have a broken economy, but again, we can't fix the broken economy until the, until we're at war. Let's event Canadian imperialism. And then we will get a new king. The Empire of the North. Oh, Canada, indeed. I guess I'll go for Chief of Air Force. Army experience gain. I mean, you're garbage. I guess I'll go for light aircraft production, followed by max range? I mean, having a Pacific fleet right now doesn't make a lot of sense. Seeing as we're going to go from Denmark. I mean, hopefully we'll buy Greenland. We'll go from Denmark to maybe Ireland. Maybe we'll wait until the Easter Island reaffirm the Triple Entente. Herbert, who the hell are you? I thought it literally said Herbert H. Sasquatch. But unfortunately, you are going to join the Alliance, which sucks ass. Belgium gets some claims. You get claims. Call the old allies. Why would you do this to me? I mean, I know why, but like, come on now. Canadian imperialism. A new imperial sentiment is rising in Canada. Canadians are begging for a national identity. Canadians are begging for an ambitious country. Canadians are now begging for an awe-inspiring leader. And it's time to forget the old world and their squabbles for the worthless clay. It is time for the Canadian to recognize their destiny and pivotal role that is to be played in the wars to come. Canada will break the chains of colonial enslavement from foreign monarch and grant powers to its own prince. Glory, patriotism, and pride will be the words taught to Canadians, not obedience, subservience, and compliance. So we're going to get a lot of modifiers. To become a new... We are now the King of Canada with this absolute mess of a flag. Yes, but let's get our own king. Because the Regency Council sucks a lot. So now we have no stability, which is pretty bad. An identity being forged. Canadians want glory. So let's try to forge our own empire. So yeah, like this isn't... I mean, when I thought, hey, I'm going to play Canada in the Great War mod, honestly, this is not the... this is not what I was expecting. But that's okay, you know. Sometimes the unexpected is what needs to happen. Are you not in every... I guess it's a very long province. And there's no stray crossing here. Unfortunately. So you know what? You might as well join up with the Yellow Army. One of you guys should join up with the Blue Army. Let's come down towards the south. Like, if we can... like, rush our way to, like, New York City or Washington. Cut all these guys off. I mean, I'll technically still have access via ports, but come on now. Ports aren't real. I've never seen a port, have you? Yeah, I didn't think so. The Forgotten Prince. Prince Arthur, Duke of Connaught and Southron, Governor General of Canada. May you accept the crown fit for a king, a country large enough for an emperor, and a fit to people of serve. Rise King Arthur, first his name, King of Canada, House of Ottawa. Long may he reign. We get more stability. We're now at 95%. Who the hell is this dude? I've never even heard of you. Well, I mean, war support, justification time, daily support for unaligned goes up. He's just like, sure. You know what? You want to give me a crown? I'm sure the British would have absolutely no objections to this at all. What a weird scenario that we've now created. Again, we have about 6 months until the World War begins. I want to at least get these 5 focuses done first before we even think about joining the German alliance. Because we can buy Newfoundland and Labrador. We at least have like some area to stage invasions from. Also, we should be building... Do I not even have submarines researched? Or like any boats researched at all? Okay, once you're done, we need to research any ship, like whatsoever. So get, you know, basic submarines. So submarines, I still think are like the best ships in Hearts of Iron 4. At least 4 against the AI. We have enough equipment right now to maintain our armies. You don't help us at all. Land doctrine research people 7%. I mean, it's not nothing. It's not much, but it's not nothing. So we can't get you because you need a coup in the Ottoman Empire. You're now the Ottoman state. Okay, no, this is triumvirate. That's fine. Let's not worry about them so much. Once they forged their own empire. Yeah, buy Greenland. I mean, I like how we buy Greenland, but we demand everything else. Okay, research. Let's, please, I need these submarines, like, up and running. The sooner the better. Like, is there anything actually even in Alaska? No, there isn't. And the Empire of the North. For Canada to be the relevant industrial nation of a modern era, we must make allies, strike neighbors, and claim what is rightfully ours. Our home will be forged by the greatest nation the world has ever seen. Canadians will only know ice and blood. Extend volunteer forces, create factions. We're now the Canadian Empire. Unfortunately, non-aligned Mexico did lose their war. Germany, would you actually allow me to join your faction? Germany's not aligned, but not aligned -52. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter so much. Let's try to buy Greenland. Austrian staff. Exploitation of the Galicia region. So what's the Eastern expansion again? It's for... It claims on most of Poland, okay. But I mean, World War I, it's happening very, very soon. Probably by the end of this episode, I would imagine the war will start. Also, what the hell is... Why do we have like a red... It's like a red Scottish flag with like a maple leaf on it. It's a little bit strange. Okay, China's gone to war with China again. We got the Kuomintang and the Emperor. And after this will probably be the Warlord period. And then by probably, I do mean like 100% of the time will definitely be the Warlord era. Okay, so you have 1,506 troops. The French have quite a bit. I'm just wondering how this will go for the AI. Because as Canada, unsurprisingly, like, we're not going to have a major role in the initial phases of the World War I. Like, what about Denmark? Like, we can maybe invade Denmark and take Iceland and then try to push into the UK. I mean, the Germans would have to invade Denmark as well. Because we need... World tension needs to be at 50%. Right now it's at 31. Well, we're now the Emperor of... Now we're the King of Canada again. Sure, why not? The Empire lasted about like 5 minutes. We're now just a kingdom. I mean, this flag I think is maybe a little bit better. I mean, it's a bit more of a mess, but it's also... I think it actually just glitched out, but that's okay. Denmark is giving us Greenland. Let's demand Newfoundland and Labrador. What do we want to research next? Submarine, yes. Is there anything else we need for the submarines, though? Early fire control system. We might need you. Light attack, heavy attack. I'm trying to think, like, what other things for a submarine do we need? So we need the torpedo tubes, and we need the ship engine. Which I think we have. No, we need, let's get the torpedo tubes. We also don't have... Okay, we probably also invent the ability to naval invade people if we're going to try to interact with this at all. Where's my Empire flag? Give it back to me, you son of a bitch. 200 political power. I guess you can ban democratic parties. You know what? Press censorship? I love censoring the press. Let's remove the liberals from power. Everybody else is basically at 0. And, you know, House of Ottawa. I'm going to get to 100% soon enough. Like, we don't need to replace you, right? I guess we could replace you with the captive industry, which doesn't hurt. Okay, Franz Ferdinand has been assassinated. Again, we're not going to go to war until we have at least done all of these, Okay, so now the Federation's against the Mexican Convention. This is what, like the 3rd or 4th Mexican Civil War in the last, like, 5 minutes? I believe so. One of false was true. So in 16 days, war will begin. So that's cool. But, you know, I'm Canada. I don't have to get involved with your petty nonsense over there. And we're ready in 15 days. United States declared neutrality. Oh, but we're coming for you, America. We're coming for you. Apparently, I do like you, though. Because you're guaranteeing us. Serbia has refused Austrian demands. Austria has declared war. Serbia joined the Entente. Yeah, and now World War I's begun. But that's not our concern. I like how world tension is still only at 38%. Like infantry. You know what? More entrenchment is always going to be good for this mod. Are you going to give us a territory? The British have caved to our demands. Now let's demand Alaska. We don't need these guys anymore. We'll send them over to Orange Army. But the Americans aren't even here anymore. Where did they go? I mean, they're probably still all down towards the cells. Probably because they don't like the socialists here. That'd be my best guess. World tension is now at 54%. With 100,000 manpower, I feel okay. Let's train up like another 5 divisions. Seems fine. And if I was to 45 days, is that faster than alternative 1812? It is, but this also means that they can't join a faction, which is very important. Okay, can I now research and build submarines? Yes. You'll be done in November, so I mean it's going to take a while to build this stuff. I guess we could also build some naval dockyards up here. Just make sure our submarines build at least a little bit faster. Also, apparently we didn't need to research the second one of this, but that's okay. So after that, let's research naval invasion tech. Let us research less chance to receive critical hits. Both of those seem like they could both be useful in times of war. Then the Panama Canal has opened up. What's your plan, America? You're fighting right now against the Mexican Convention. Can ban democratic parties. We can have war propaganda. You know what? We're not going to be sending our political power really on too much else. So I'm not that concerned about it. Hopefully Germany doesn't lose too many men on this front. Because we do, I think, need them in the long run. Of course, unless the United States doesn't... You know, again, how many troops do they have? 48. I mean, at minimum, the Americans outnumber us 2-1. Which is not good. But I think it kind of goes without saying. I mean, will the Americans just give us Alaska? It seems unlikely that they would just give it to us. Yeah, so demand St. Pierre and Miquelon. That's going to take 70 days. So we're still months, so but probably like 1915 is when I expect to enter the war. Again, I think by invading Denmark first. In fact, you know what? Let's get 2 divisions just ready for an invasion. Just into Reykjavik. Just prepare that to be a potential thing that may or may not happen. Denmark, don't you worry. Don't worry about it. Sure, everything will go fine. The Americans have captured our operative, though, which is not good. Okay, you're gonna prepare yourself. How dare you? Break yourself out of prison, you jackass. I guess we go for a cryptology department. So how is the war going? Already 250,000 people are dead. Austria's losing a lot. Russia's losing a decent amount. France has lost a lot as well. So I'm assuming, based on these casualty numbers, I think France is trying to push their way into Germany, and Germany's trying to push their way into Russia. Which is almost certainly what's actually happening right now. Well, we hope them the best. I guess we can also theoretically invade Russia from over here. But Japan is also going to join the Entente. More likely than not. Okay, I got a Battle of Calarba, the Kingdom of Portugal. I mean, they haven't pushed through at all yet. I mean, they pushed a little bit into Russia, but not too much. Okay, but Alaska will be ours. I think the game's just no matter what, going to give you these territories, but thank you. I appreciate Alaska. Now get the hell out of here, National Guard. You're supposed to be in Colorado. Get the fuck out of Alaska. It's mine now. It's not yours. I do like how they still own this island. But that's okay. We got German islands down here. We got some British islands down here. The Japanese will eventually join to try to invade all this stuff. We'll kind of see how that goes. So what are we hoping for? Again, we're kind of hoping for the Russian Revolution to take place, because that's going to alleviate a lot of the pressure off of the Germans. Let's go for 1 level of passive defense. We need, I think, 5 upgrades to get a second spy, and maybe we'll be able to liberate our own. Maybe. And I guess we'll decrypt the Americans. 950 days. You know what? Haha, that's a funny joke. Britain's also going to take that long. Okay, well, shows what I know. You'll be done 17 days as well. But I think that at least for right now, this is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thanks everybody for watching. As an anthem, if you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. Not doing, thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe. And goodbye.